Hello everyone and welcome to City Skylines. In this video, I'll be sharing the basics of road making. Now, if you've started your city, you've probably encountered some of these already. Now, in the beginning, just the first one will be unlocked, but as you go along and as you build your city, you will start unlocking all these different types of roads. Okay? So let me just share the basics on when to use each of these. The first thing you need to consider is if you go with two-way or one-way. Well, you probably know this already, but just to cover all the bases, if you create a two-way road, then cars will be able to go through that road in both directions, as you see here. Right? But compare that with one-way roads. If we convert this into one-way, we reverse it. No. Then if we only go from left to right, then this truck over here cannot go anymore that way, and he will have to make a U-turn, like so, right? And generally speaking, one-way roads are very efficient when it comes to traffic management. So the only problem with one-way roads is you have to plan it very well. So if you like, for example, create a path, right? You have to make sure that there is a way to go back here because this is one way. So there are some scenarios that like that that cars need to go back to this place. So you have to maybe put in a route somewhere that allows them to return to that spot over here, or to any spot for that matter, just so they won't need to go through the whole city just to be able to go to that to return to that spot, right? So in general, you can use two-way roads. That's the easiest thing to do because it allows you to freedom to just build roads as you like. But sooner or later, you might encounter traffic problems, especially once your city start building up, and you will have to convert some of them into one-way roads to become more efficient. Right? And then, what else do we have? Now, once you've settled on if you're going with two-way or one-way, and actually the best would be a combination of both, you have to decide how big your roads would be, small, medium, or large. The small ones are here, like two lanes. Let's maybe take this example. Okay, and let's move it like that, maybe. Have it like that. Have it like this. Perfect. Okay, so let's have it two ways like this. Let's say you have a road here, and you have three possible ways: going left, going right, going straight. Right? In this example, the all roads going straight can use either. But if you're going left, you have to stick to this lane. If you're going right, you have to stick to this lane. So if you have a lot of cars going to the right, you will get a lot of build up here on this right lane. But if you have no cars going to the left, then you will see all the cars will be on the right side. Right? And the problem is if some cars here are also going straight. So even if they're going straight, they are affected by the traffic with those going to the right. So the solution in this case is to use larger roads. If I convert this to a 6-lane road, like so, you'll see that the signs change as well. And you'll notice that now we have two to the left, two straight, and two to the right. There will be no more sharing of lanes. You will have your own lane for each direction. And that's the beauty of having 6-lane roads. So when you have a huge number of cars from this main road going to different directions. And if you want to utilize the the each lane to a different direction, then go with this one. Okay, just avoid the pitfall of having 6 lane roads everywhere like that, even for small and really not a very busy roads. So because you might encounter, or you might think of it that once you have the money, then just use 6 lane roads. Make it simple. But that's not actually efficient because 6 lane roads create traffic lights, as you can see here. So if I make a one way or a 2 lane road, you'll notice that there are no traffic lights. But if I convert even one of these into a 6 lane, I get traffic lights immediately. Now in this game, and you'll see this in a lot of guides and a lot of videos, everyone tries to avoid creating traffic lights as much as possible because in this game it's really a hassle more than a benefit. Okay, there are no road accidents here, so even if cars collide, there will be no problem. And traffic lights just sort of stops cars from going where they need to be. So maybe 99% of the time, you don't want traffic lights in your roads. And the way to avoid that is to either use small roads or use large roads but with outgoing directions. So so we have traffic lights there, right? On this right side. If I make this into a one way, and if I make this into a one way, you'll see I'll have no traffic lights anymore, right? So as long as roads are going out of this big road, yeah, as long as they're moving out, there will be no traffic lights. But when they start coming in, like if I upgrade this, going in, you will produce traffic lights here, right? So the idea is to minimize the number of incoming roads to the big ones. So you will lessen the number of traffic lights going. Okay, and I guess that's basically it for the basics. I have more things to share, so if you're interested, just let me know and I can put some more advanced tips, like how to work with highways and everything. And oh yeah, by the way, let me mention a bit highways. So for highways, the main thing is they are not zonable. So you see the zones here, the grid-like structures there. That's where you can build your houses and your commercial districts and everything else, right? But highways, they don't have that because highways, you're not designed to build anything beside them. They're just used to direct people where they need to go. So like the main roads in the game, the pre-built ones, those are all highways. And they only come in one direction. So you can only go one way. If you want the other way, you have to create it manually like that. Right? So we can focus on that more in the next videos if you're interested. Just let me know if you want more advanced tips. I can share like how to make a roundabout and how to space your highways evenly, all those things. All right. So let me know and feel free to comment, give me some tips. I'm sure I could still use a lot of those. And right, just like the video if you've enjoyed or if you've learned something. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.